The Southern African Railways Association will be hosting the 7th edition of its International Railways Conference and Exhibition at Emperor's Palace. The theme for the 2017 conference is Innovations in Railways, Road and Ports for Regional Socio-Economic Growth. This year's event builds on the successes recorded over the past 6 years. And to further elaborate on this year's conference, we have SARA representatives, Stevenson Ngubane, who is the chairman of the SARA conference, Mr. Nkululeko Poya, who is the president of SARA, and then we have Sia Kozwayo from Avenge Manufacturing, who is a sponsor involved in the event. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here on Morning Prime. We really do appreciate all of your time. Let's start with Stevenson Ngubane, who is the chair of the SARA conference. The theme for this year's conference is Innovations in Railways, Road and Ports for Regional Socio-Economic Growth. What is the importance of this theme?
Good morning. The importance of this theme is that, as we know, transport connects manufacturing and the markets. We all use transport on a daily basis. And as railways, we then have this conference so that we are able to serve the economy in SADC. And the theme this year, which basically shows integration, because we understand it's not just railways, it is roads, it is the ports, so that we are able to, in this region, what is produced is actually transported cost effectively and efficiently throughout the whole system. We live in an international global market, and as in this SADC region, we need to provide these services. So this conference is very important. This is the 7th time we hold every year, so that again, it's a conference that looks at resolving issues and serving our customers.
Now let's turn to Mr. Poya, who's the president of SARA. Who can be involved in the SARA Rail Conference and Exhibition?
Thank you for having us. As our theme says, we are interested in innovation at all of those particular modes and how they can integrate. So suppliers who supply components to the industries, logistics partners, freight forwarders, operators or companies that run in terms of logistics, both in road and rail. Those are all the people that are encouraged to attend the conference, so that we're able to have a discussion around how we can innovate to better make sure that our supply chain systems within the country and in the SADC region are much better and a lot more cost effective.
Now, Mr. Kozwayo from Avenge Manufacturing, a sponsor to the event. What made you want to be a part of this event?
For us, it makes sense to partner with SARA Rail Conference because from a SADC growth point of view, we are well poised to leverage off that based on the fact that we already have operations in Swaziland, Zambia, and Mozambique that can service the ambitions of our rail partners across the region in terms of our ability to create the infrastructure necessary for heavy hauling of goods across the SADC region and, of course, beyond. So we felt that it was opportune for us as leaders in infrastructure, particularly rail in this particular case, to be a part of this and to showcase our capability, which starts with construction, going off to maintenance. And, of course, we are in a good position as well to impart skills where we operate to the relevant authorities or states.
Now, we spoke about your involvement in the conference. How does your brand, Avenge Manufacturing, align itself with what SARA has to offer?
Okay, SARA is essentially pulling together all key stakeholders that are involved in terms of rail infrastructure, as Mr. Poya has pointed out. And essentially, where we come in, as I've said, is we have the capability to both enhance and create rail infrastructure where it does not exist already. And for us, it just made perfect sense to be a key sponsor in this particular conference. And we're looking for lots of opportunities to partner with the various parties coming to the conference in creating a enhanced infrastructure as far as rail is concerned.
Mr. Ngubane, as a delegate, what will they gain in attending the conference?
At this conference, we have presentation of papers, various topics that relate to transport and logistics, researched papers. It's an international conference. So as a delegate, you will be participating and getting updated on information of what is taking place in the railways. In the railways, we talk of technology, telecommunications. We talk, of course, we call it railroad stock, basically the modernization of our equipment for better efficiency, environmental friendly. So as a delegate, there's a lot. There is also exhibition, of which during breaks you will visit the stands and really appreciate and get updated as to the suppliers and what is in place. And if you are a player and you are in the transport industry, there's a lot that you meet and you network with a number of people at the conference.
And now I understand that there will be educational workshops that will be covered. Take us through some of them and what can delegates expect to be, taking part of these educational workshops.
Yes, there will be educational workshops, and I think this then attracts even people that are seeking a career in the railways. And because railways generally, they are big on engineering, which is science, in many other things, human resources. So those educational workshops are going to help people to understand, and those that are looking for a career can do so. It's a wide, broad opportunities that you would find in the railways. So the educational workshops are key, and I urge that people attend and get to know, because sometimes the railways may not be seen that easily. However, this is the forum where you'll get updated and maybe get opportunities for your career.
Now, Mr. Poya, what can you tell us about the speakers that will be addressing those taking part in this event?
In terms of the event, we have, in general, based and we've got various themes or sub-themes within the overall theme. And all of those particular themes are grouped, and you've got people that will chair those particular themes in relation to that. But what is most important and how we've dealt with this particular conference is to ensure that our railway associates within SARA provide papers, and they're able to share with us what innovations they're actually doing in their relevant spaces, so that we can be able to move forward collectively as a conference and understand what it is that is actually expected from all of us within that particular space. But what is probably, maybe Mr. Ngubane can come in to be able to tell you exactly in particular what some of these papers are in relation to that, as he is the chairperson of the conference itself.
If you can, inform us on these speakers.
Yes, the speakers with a vast experience in various areas. As I've said, some come from researching on the railways, some come from manufacturing. Some of the sponsors that we have, like Aveng, they will be presenting. They are deep into the technology in manufacturing safe equipment for running on the railways. Very important in the railways that the cargo that we transport is transported intact and safe. And therefore, the speakers are covering a wide range of topics. As I've mentioned as well, we employ a number of people. Therefore, human capital development will be covered as well. We also use a lot of telecommunications. We are going to talk about signaling and telecommunications. Obviously, the main one, also some of the sub-themes, is about the customer perspective. Very important at this conference, because all we do as the railways, we are providing a service, and that service must meet the requirements of the customer in terms of quality of service, in terms of predictability of the railways. So it's a wide range of topics over 2 days.
Mr. Kuzwayo, how do you see your company changing in 2 years in terms of its relationship with SARA, and how do you see yourself creating this change along with SARA?
Yeah, I think particularly that will depend very much on the demand from the market point of view. As a business, in terms of innovation, we've evolved our business model from a model that purely constructed rail to a model where we're now able to maintain rail as well. And the third phase of our sort of innovation of our business model is we're able to actually engineer and build plants that we can sell to the marketplace. whereas in the past we would use those plants to merely service the lines. We're able now to build, engineer, and basically sell those plants to the marketplace. So that in itself speaks to innovation and responding to what the market needs are. Because in some markets you come into a market where the lines already exist, and possibly, you know, different states or stakeholders are looking for a bit more than just a service. They're looking to enhance their human capital, and this is where we come in and we transfer skills as well, together with the engineered equipment that we're able to leave within countries that we service.
If I may just add,
Please do.
one of the things with SARA is an association of railway operators, but predominantly, more importantly, which maybe some organizations might not know, is that we encourage people like Avenge that are suppliers to also come and be part of the SARA family. And the benefits there are that you are then able to be part of this network, and that's why on an annual basis, this is the 7th year now that we have a conference, and we make sure that we create that platform so that we're able to engage and network. And that's probably one of the most important things as well at the conference, that we're able to align people who have common understanding and they're able to benefit. If you understand within the SADC now, there's a lot of activities in terms of infrastructure development taking place in Tanzania, in Zambia, and also in South Africa as well. And therefore, this conference provides a platform and an opportunity to also have international people that will attend, but also, most importantly, for us as the industry as a whole, to be able to share ideas and be able to say what is the best way to move forward to service, most importantly, our customers.
Well, thank you all for coming through this morning to our Midrand studios. We really do appreciate your time. And I'm sure the South African Railways Association and their 7th edition of this International Railways Conference will be a success. So thank you so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it.